Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is pretty early, that's why I'm being quiet. I'm headed to, I hope, Cavedale, which is just at the side of Winnett's Pass. So, folks who don't know the Peak District, Winnett's Pass is an iconic sort of cut through the hills. It's really beautiful. I think it's mentioned in one of my vlogs. I'm not sure I've actually done a good Winnett's Pass video, something I'm going to have to do. But anyway, I'm told that Cavedale is nice and it's not situated adjacent to a busy road. So I'm going to do the walk and hopefully we're going to discover some great photographic feasts. We also, of course, may not. I love these narrow streets. Houses very close on either side. Little walls, all made of stone, locally sourced. Some of these houses will have been here for hundreds of years, I would imagine. Some maybe a little bit newer, but they have to keep their look, they have to keep the whole theme of the place. Oh my word, this opens up into something. Let's give you a look. Welcome to Peak Cavern, the Devil's Arse special events. Discover why it's called the Devil's Arse. They've clearly not met my Labrador. This suggests to me I've not gone the right way. Yeah, wrong way. I did absolutely no planning for this, just on a whim. Today's my day off, it's my photography day. I just thought I'm going to go out no matter what, even if it's raining, I'm going to go out. So I did no planning. So I'll use the force, zen my way to it. Bullshit. So I'm going to get back to the villagey type thing, have a quick look at OS survey or something like that, and try and find an actual way to Cavedale. I know Craig's been here, but there's no way I'm going to call him and show my arse. He'll just mock me anyway. So I'm in Castleton, which is a kind of jump off point for loads of circular walks around the Peak District, which I'm not going to do because I can't be arsed. And the locals just give me directions, telling me how I messed up. I think it's this way. Yeah, I would have missed this. So there's a little sign, and then you go up a tiny little lane. FYI time, this used to be, apparently, a lagoon. This was deep below the ocean, and these were these steep sides of limestone with the sides of the a lagoon. This was the sea. So within all these huge walls, there's fossils and fishy type things. I understand there's caves dotted throughout it, and also I'm gonna have to show you, we've got a castle parked up on top called Peveril Castle. This snaking path through the dale, well, it's patently man-made because it's so weather beaten and worn. It actually looks pretty cool, and the way it snakes through means there's lots of photo opportunities. I mean, the light ain't going to reach down here for quite a while, but you know, just for looking around, it's really quite nice. I'm just thinking, if I get a bit further up and I can still see it, I might do a shot of the castle and what's left of it. But I think I just need to be a bit further up. I don't currently have my tripod out, so I can't show you the back of the camera, but basically I want to try and get the path in. There's people walking up, not a problem. I can either keep them in for scale or Photoshop them out. And as the light's striking the top off, there's good contrast. These sides look wonderful for framing. It's a pretty standard shot. Going to use the 50mm because that's what's on the camera. Wow, I'm already delayering. I made a poor choice of clothing today, and I even had the opportunity at the car to leave this soft shell behind. Well, it's hanging on my bag now, but I just didn't think it'd be this warm, and I hadn't really thought about that it might be a steep ascent to this dale. For some reason in my mind it was just flat, and probably had those little walkways that they get at airports. I do dream some strange stuff, but no. Also, having looked at the footage, the B-roll I just did, I realised I look like an overweight ninja, like everything is black. I don't know why that's happened. Anyway, I've got a suspicion that once I've reached the top of this, I'm going to be down to my base layer, because I'm on fire. Okay, I'm going to go for one more shot of the castle. Try and show you why I'm doing this. Again, it's just all about vantage points. Let's see what I can do. It's going to mostly focus on my face because I've not changed the setting. But so the castle hasn't moved, oddly enough. So there's a big wall here and a fence, which is awkward. So I'm going to have to get through that fence. But I thought get a deeper shot of the valley, and then I can get the hills at the back as well, which I couldn't do before. Can I show you that on this? Yes, there you go. So you can see there's the big hill as well. I have the 50mm on, but I might actually put the 7200 on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these up, put them as A, B or C or something like that. And if you like any of them, let me know which one you particularly like. If you don't like any of them, just keep out of it, okay? But if you do like one in particular, the test is, tell me why. Why that one over the other two, if you like any at all. So I'm going to take a shot and then I'll throw them up now. Now, I've been walking, I guess, for about, if you discount the stops, half an hour. Nah, that's not true. Stick another 15 minutes on that because of my lard ass. And I think I'm near the top of whatever this is, or at least this path, because there's hills either side still. And you'll notice I'm down to me base layer, because the air is cool, but one of the sort of benefits of being a chubber is that you provide a little bit of heat. And I probably added to global warming today. Oh, gosh, I'm proper burning up. But I brought out some of my thicker gear, so I just wanted to test out. I'm kind of hoping it rains later, which it will do. Do you want to check the waterproofing on my jackets, plural, ready for the Iceland trip. But yeah, nothing to photograph, by the way. I mean, there's the odd interesting tree sticking out, but this has been a pretty boring walk. Just me and the sheep ain't keen on getting to know me. So yeah, I mean, landscape photographers, if you do see an animal, you know, always be prepared to take a shot of it, but I wouldn't bother if it's not doing anything interesting or is in front of something interesting or slash at the side of something interesting, unless you need a filler for your photographs on your vlog, or I don't know, you just like sheep. I don't think I'd go trumpeting there. But yeah, if you see them doing something interesting, and for new people to the channel, I've got a good example of that, where a bunch of cows, Highland cows and dairy cows, lined up on a rocky outcrop at Baslow Edge just for me. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, shoot wherever you want. I say always take the shot, but I don't know. I think unless animals are doing something interesting, or it is an interesting animal and not just one of these hairy bastards that you see everywhere in England, just keep walking. Ladies, every now and then I'm coming by these trails that lead up off from the path, and it's like, come on, come on, come on up. It'll take another 10 minutes of your time, that's all, mate. With promises of fantastic views, herds of wildebeest sweeping majestically across the plains, but I don't want to take the risk, because if I got up there and it was just some sheep, I'd be so pissed. I'd probably just go home. So I'm not going up these sides. If you've been here before and you've been up one of these little side trails and they're good, can you let me know? No, don't let me know. Don't let me know, because I won't come again and I'll just cry about it every night before I go to sleep. Oh, you know what? I'm so contrary. I said I wasn't going to walk off one of those trails. Couldn't help it. I had to walk off one of those trails, but look at the view. Got Mantor in the background, some old barn. I think that might be the one that Craig Yates went to see, and there was supposed to be a tree and it wasn't there. And I'm guessing Winnet's Pass is just beyond that. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I think there's so much so close, all these interesting iconic scenes. And here's me on the side of a nondescript hill at Cavedale, and I'm nowhere near the top, nowhere near. There ain't going to be any photography today. This is going to be a hiking video. Most reluctant hiker on the planet I am. Right, I've made an executive decision. This is way too much bullshit for one session. I just had a look at the satellite image of this, and this just keeps going. And over that way, I think there's some sort of strip mining operation going on. And given that that's Mantor, I guess that could be the Hope quarrying works or whatever. So I don't think they're going to let me stroll around there. So yeah, I'm going to head back down. I just messaged Craig Yates to tell him what a wanker is for not advising me of this trek. In fact, I'm going to watch his vlog again. He did a vlog ages ago about Cavedale, so you should go and watch it, and then we'll see if he actually says what a bullshit trip it is. But I just told him I wasn't going to do this. But I am going to go have a look at the barn, because there's some interesting cloud. We definitely got rain clouds on the way. It might be a sort of short spell of rain, but there's definitely rain coming. But that's good. I mean, I know I'm going to get piss wet through, but it's good for background. So I'm going to go have a look at this barn and see if it's worth a shot. It's only ruins. And then maybe, given that Winnet's Pass is over there, maybe just wander over there, see if there's a shot to be had. Maybe get some clouds drifting across Mantor. I don't know, it's all to play for, isn't it? It is really nice. For all my moaning, the view, which I can't share well enough, it's pretty good. I'll maybe get the drone up. We'll get some B-roll. And you never know, maybe even some photography on this photography channel. I ought to do a separate vlog just about me bitching about stuff. I think that'd be hilarious. We've got a lovely tree just beyond the gate. Got to go over the ridiculous stones. But yeah, it's really nice. I don't know if I can get a composition out of this. Those clouds have moved in, and they're quite thick and featureless. And I'm not sure it's going to work. So I'm going to get over. I'm not going to film that because I will fall over. Yeah, I'm going to climb over and just have a wander around it, see if there's anything worth taking. and then the barn's just beyond it. Okay, so switch lens 15 to 30. Reason being, I want to get in quite close to the tree, but keep space either side of it. Going back, I'm on f8 at the moment. May extend that because I don't particularly want the background to not be visible for what it is. I also think the tree in and of itself is very pretty, but I want to try and make sure it's within its context, if that makes sense. I want the wall, I want the dry stone wall at the back, and that's Mam Tor behind it. It's an icon. It'll just be any old hill, I guess, if you don't know the scene. But for me, I'll know it's Mam Tor, you know, and that makes a difference. And I think when you're thinking these things and you put them in, when I write, it's the same thing. If you know the background of your characters, they just come across, I think, as more real. And if they come across as real to you, then hopefully the reader absorbs that as well. So it's a bit wanky, I know. But for me, I think if you know what's going into that composition, if you understand how you put it together, I genuinely think that the viewer will take that from it, okay? Take it as you will. Right. I have got a problem with the cloud. So this side is quite dull. There's a band of white there, then grey, very grey round there. Then we've got this blue coming over, it's going that way. Unfortunately, I think I've missed it. So what I'll do, I'll come around and take a few shots just to try and catch that bit of blue in the sky, to break it up, to break the grey up. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm often a bit of a contrarian. This does nothing for me. Some of the guys get absolutely moist over this stuff, but it's just rubble. You've got what, an arch there? Ooh. I mean, I know there used to be the big tree by it. Trees make everything good, but yeah, sure, right weather conditions, moody, big tree, lone tree, isolated, decay. I get it, I get the vibe, but I wouldn't walk up a hill for this. It's just there's easier to access and better looking all over the peak. I think this is an X place to visit. Okay, I'm going to say it. The view, sure, coming up here for the view, Mam Tor, whatever that hill is, that hill, some trees, the ridiculous factory people like for some reason. But no, this is, I'm not even going to break the camera out. I just think it's, no, I'm not even going to waste a bit of hard drive space. I think it's shite. Oh. I'm a lying prick, I took a couple of shots. Really getting gloomy now, so that shite weather I was talking about's on its way. It's a real shame. I feel maybe I should have come earlier, but I think, you know, walking up in that first spot of Cavedale in the dark and with all that water running, loose rocks, probably a recipe for disaster. And it was only a short area that was worth for the photography, but I mean, it was good. I mean, I would definitely recommend you come to take a look at that. Those outcrops look wonderful, and obviously Peveril Castle. added something to it. But that walk up, if it was just for the barn, let's say, I'd avoid it. So I'm going to head over now. I think Winnett's Pass is accessible, the top of it, from here. I could be wrong. If I am, c'est la vie. If I'm not, I can maybe get some shots down there, take a picture of some traffic. That'll be nice. You need to close that road off. Well, I walked along and the view's ultra crap because unfortunately the better views from the other side, which I have done, it's great from over there, but I'm not over there. So unfortunately it's like a ledge here. I'm not going to do it in this wet weather. Yeah, you just can't see anything. You know, you can just see the outcrops ahead. It's too dull to do anything with that. So now I've got to make my way back, really. And I don't know, I don't want to make this twice as long. I feel like I've hardly done any photographs for you. So I think what I'll do is see where I can get on the way down, and I think that's good enough for the vlog. We'll do that. I don't want this one to be super long like the last few have been, because I know it bores the tits off you. Although thank you for the kind comments for those who do enjoy watching the longer ones. But and then if I get anything else on the way home, there is a place that I was hoping to find, and I can't remember exactly how I got to it, but I think I come through Winnett's Pass and it's up the top somewhere, which was where some of the TV show House of Dragons was filmed. So I may try and find that. So if so, we'll continue with that. If not, I'll do this as a wrap. Say thanks for coming along to this vlog. This weekend coming, I'm going to Iceland, so hopefully I'll get something from that for you. I don't want to do a lot of big trip vlogs. I want to try and keep it sort of Peak District centric, and then every now and then just go out a little bit further. Mostly, let's face it, Britain. But yeah, we'll call it here, and I'll say thanks for coming along. Like, share, subscribe, the usual stuff. But more to come, much more to come. And I'm sorry I haven't done a lot of sort of two-camera compositional work. I'll tell you why. Because I've done a lot of handheld, I've not really felt the need to put the tripod out, and that's the best way to sort of show off. Maybe I'll sit at home, I don't know. Perhaps during this video you've got me sat at home showing you stuff. I don't know, not tried that yet. But thanks for coming along, and I will see you for the next one.